Nature is running scams out there. Fraud, break-ins, noise complaints, organized grudges. Today, the definitive top 10 worst neighbors in the wild, counted down. 10 animals, 10 crimes. And at number 1, the neighbor that will literally break into your house. Let's go. Number 10, the duck. Looks harmless, looks asleep. About that. Ducks can shut down one half of the brain and leave the other half on guard duty. One eye open, literally, half the brain in deep sleep, the other half watching you, specifically you. Scientists call it unihemispheric sleep. Dolphins do it, seabirds do it. The pond has been running night shifts since before alarm systems existed. And the ducks on the edge of the flock sleep, with the outside eye open. The middle of the flock gets to dream. The perimeter works security. It's a rotating schedule. Your pond has a staff. That's not a neighbor, that's a surveillance state with feathers. Number 9, the woodpecker. Your new alarm clock, up to 20 beats a second on the loudest thing it can find, which at 5 a.m. is your gutter. Why? It's not looking for bugs, it's advertising. The drumming is a personal ad, and your chimney flashing has the best acoustics in the forest. Number 8, the seagull. The only neighbor with a documented strategy for taking your lunch. They watch for the exact moment your attention drops. Researchers found gulls prefer food a human has touched. It's pre-approved. You're not their victim. You're their food critic. Number 7, the squirrel. Right now, somewhere outside, one of these is faking a bank deposit. It digs a hole, drops in nothing, pats the dirt down like a craftsman. Then it strolls off, casual as a Sunday, with the real nut still hidden in its cheek. It does this because it knows it's being watched. The squirrel economy runs on 3 things: theft, fraud, and forgetting where you parked. Let's audit. Crime 1, the feeder heist. Squirrels beat squirrel-proof feeders so reliably that the industry gave up and started naming products after the war. Spinning bars, a carnival ride. Baffles, a puzzle with a snack at the end. Your bird feeder isn't a fortress, it's a gym membership. Crime 2 is the fake deposit you just watched. And it's real, documented, studied, published. Scientists call it deceptive caching. A squirrel that suspects it's being watched digs decoy holes and buries air, lying basically to your face with its hands. And the paranoia is earned, because crime 3 is that squirrels rob each other constantly. Up to a quarter of a stash can vanish to the neighbors. The scam artist's greatest fear is other scam artists. Now the twist that saves the world. Even with a memory good enough to track thousands of burial sites by landmark, some nuts still get forgotten. And a forgotten nut is a planted nut. Every year, oak forests rise from filing errors. The squirrel is a criminal, sure. It's also, by accident, the most prolific gardener in North America. Number 6, the crow. At least the squirrel forgets you. The crow keeps a file. The crow remembers your face. Not seems to, does. Researchers in Seattle wore a mask, caught a few crows, and let them go. The crows scolded that mask on sight more than a decade and a half later. Worse, they told their friends. Then their kids, birds that were never caught, never touched, joined the grudge anyway. It spread like gossip, because it is gossip. The good news, the ledger runs both ways. Feed a crow and it may start leaving you gifts, buttons, beads, shiny bits of foil. Rent, arguably. So the crow is less of a neighbor and more of a small government, taxes, records, and a long memory. Number 5, the raccoon. Opens latches, opens jars, opens coolers, tiny burglar hands, total confidence. Dunks your dinner in the creek like a gourmet and leaves you the dishes. 0 rent, 0 shame. Full disclosure, the raccoon refused to appear on camera. Of course he did. so his South American cousin, the coati, is standing in. Same union, same little hands. Number 4, the wasp. Specifically, every wasp you meet in August, because it has just been laid off. And it is hungry. All summer, a wasp colony runs like a factory. Workers hunt caterpillars to feed the larvae. The larvae pay wages, a sweet syrup the adults live on. A tidy little company. Then late summer hits. The queen stops laying, the larvae grow up, and thousands of workers lose their job and their sugar paycheck in the same week. Congratulations, the picnic table is now the only bakery in town. That's why August wasps commit to your lemonade like it's their new career. Play it smart. Keep drinks covered, check open cans before you sip, and don't swat. A crushed wasp releases an alarm pheromone that literally calls for backup. Stay calm, move slow, walk away. And in fairness, spring and summer wasps are pest control. They clear thousands of caterpillars out of the woods. They are not villains. They're just having the worst month of their lives at your table. Number 3, the moose. The neighbor who parks in your driveway. 1,200 pounds, eats your hedge, stands wherever it wants, and it has never once hurried. Moose injure more people every year than bears do. Not because they hunt you, because you were in the way. The tail everyone misses, ears pinned back, head down. That's a moose counting to 3. You do not get to hear 3. And unlike bears, running from a moose is correct. It won't chase far, it just wants you gone. Off its property, which is everywhere. Number 2, the Canada goose. The goose fears nothing. Not you, not your dog, not your car. It will chase a grown adult across a parking lot to defend a sidewalk it doesn't even use. And the punchline, it's federally protected. The goose can fight you, you cannot fight the goose. It stands in the middle of the road because the road was built through its neighborhood. It hisses like a leaky kettle with a lawyer. One real tip hiding in the comedy: in spring, that hiss means a nest is close. Give it actual distance, because everything the goose does next, it does with enthusiasm. It knows exactly what it is. That's why it walks like that. And number 1, the black bear. The roommate who doesn't knock. In mountain towns, bears open unlocked cars, garage doors, fridges, hundreds of break-ins a year in the busy spots, and they remember which houses paid out. Lucky once means back forever. Rangers around Lake Tahoe know individual bears by their door-opening technique. The bear has a method. So here's the one genuinely serious tip in this whole episode. Never feed a bear, never leave food out. A fed bear becomes a bold bear, and bold bears don't get relocated, they get killed. Good fences make good neighbors. Empty coolers keep them alive. That's the top 10. The surveillance duck, the grudge keeper, the landlord with antlers, the federally protected menace, and the large unlicensed locksmith at number 1. You didn't pick these neighbors, they were here first. The least you can do is know their schemes. If this made the wild funnier, subscribe. Next episode, the top 10 animals that are lying to you, starring a bird that fakes its own death and a butterfly running the longest con in nature. See you out there.